podcast, Real Estate Insider, where America goes for funding. I hope everyone's doing well out there. It's freezing down here in Texas, man. It's been cold all this week. But rates are smoking hot, and that's the main thing that we're here to talk about is mortgage, real estate, and credit. I hope that everyone's doing well out there and getting ready for the new year, getting ready to accomplish your goals for 2025. If you guys can hear me okay, just give me a thumbs up on the other side. Let me know how the audio is. It should be okay. We've had some people stating that sometimes the audio is not that good. So I just want to make sure that you guys are not having any issues with the audio down there. Can you guys hear the audio? Can everybody hear the audio okay? Just give me a confirmation and let me know before we get going. And we do our weekly Talk with Angelo show every week here. So uh, the audio is not good. How's the how's the audio now? Let me know. Can you hear it okay now, Brian? Okay. Cool. Well, anyway, I appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the show and the channel with Angelo Christian. We have some new products that we've rolled out this week. Interest rates have come down a lot lower in the last week. So right now, 30-year fix, you can get around 5%. It's kind of what we expected. Trump's getting ready to get inaugurated in office. So it's definitely an exciting time as we go into 2025. There's a lot of different predictions about what's going to happen this year in the economy and the world. Some people are thinking that it's going to get worse. Some people are thinking it's going to get better. Nobody really knows. You just have to keep, playing the game and strumming and humming along, and then do the best that you can, and also enjoy life too. Enjoy it. Enjoy it the most that you can while you're here. And with that said, I got a very special treat. I don't know if you guys ever had this. I always pull out some of my bourbons. This is one of my favorite bourbons. This is the Stag Junior, and this is actually 131 proof. You can take a look at that. So definitely big boy stuff. If you haven't had bourbon before, or if you've had higher proof bourbon, and I like to drink my bourbon neat. I don't put anything on the box. I like to taste the taste of the distillery. The master distiller actually made it. I got this cool glass too that has a bullet in it. I got these for Christmas. Those are kind of neat. So anyway, I don't know if you guys ever seen these. It has a little bullet in there. Kind of cool. um, so yeah, I mean the thing is that I'm thinking that you can see me kind of pour it in there, so it's the real deal. And you can't really. It's hard to find Stag Junior, even the regular Stag, George T. Stag. It's like on the secondary market now for like $1,500 a bottle. Really, really good stuff, man. Um, I love good bourbon. To me, it's worth the money. A lot of people won't spend a lot of money on high quality things like cigars or bourbon or scotch or whatever whiskey. I actually will spend the money. I think it's worth it. Um, Everyone has their to each his own. That's what they were talking about in church a couple weeks ago. To each his own. So, nonetheless, like I said, kind of what we're seeing kind of on the horizon for the rest of this, or what we're thinking for 2025, is that rates will come down as low as 4%. A lot of people are closing on their loan right now 6, 7, 8%. They're refinancing. You can do an FHA streamline and conventional no documentation refinance, USDA, VA interest rate reduction loans to lower your interest rate. If you can save at least 1% on your interest rate, it's a massive savings. Your payment will go down. If you're financing a $500,000 loan, you lower by 1%, it's going to save you $500 a month. So it makes a lot of sense if you're going to keep the property, because you're going to save money. So refinancing, and there are going to be closing costs. Now, usually when you do a streamlined refinance, there's going to be a reduction in closing costs. So there'll be less closing costs. And sometimes us as a lender, we can help to participate to pay for those closing costs. So, like for example, if you're refinancing, the closing fees are $10,000, those could get wrapped into the loan, and then the lender can give you a credit, like a rebate, to help to cover those closing fees. And you can also get up to 2 months no house payments after you close. So that's one of the benefits of doing a refinance, if it makes sense. Ideally, you want to save at least 2% on the interest rate, but if you can't do that, at least save 1%, and then see if your lender can help to participate to help to pay for some of those closing costs, or even reduce. Like if you do a streamlined refinance, you shouldn't need to go through a whole mortgage process again. You can most likely waive the appraisal, waive the employment verification, as long as you're making your mortgage payment on time. So that's when it makes sense to refinance it. We're getting. Hi, Crystal, Renee. I'm in Georgia. Do you work with people? Yes, we lend. Crystal, we lend nationwide. So we lend in all 50 states. So we sure do. We love Georgia. We have processing centers in Atlanta, and then and actually in Savannah. So and then in Alpharetta. So we definitely do. You can reach out to us. We lend nationwide. Actually, we're a nationwide commercial, residential, and a private lender. You can call or text our office 832-431-6331. There's links down below. You can reach us on our website, official Angelo Christian. We do FHA, VA, we do hard money, we do private, we do commercial, no doc loans, construction loans, land loans, lines of credit, business loans, jumbo loans, multifamily. So yeah, we have down payment assistance and grant programs. If you're a first time, even if you're not a first time buyer, we have down payment assistance and grant programs. We'd love to help you out. So yeah, reach out to us. We got a lot of people right now. What they're doing is they're getting lines of credit because they want to cash out. They want to be ready to buy another property. So we're seeing a lot of people right now that are, for example, let's say you own a house that's worth $1 million, you owe 400,000, you have available equity of up to 80%, sometimes 90% of that value of the property. So you have like a $500,000 piggy bank right there. You can tap into, and you can use that money to invest or parlay into another real estate or whatever, Bitcoin or whatever you want to do that you think that's going to get you a return. And it makes a lot of sense to do that, to tap into that equity. You can do it on your primary residence, secondary home, investment property. You can do a full documentation or no documentation line of credit. And the thing I like about the line of credit is you only pay interest when you draw from it, and you can pay it back whenever you want. You have up to a 10-year draw period, a 20-year payment plan. So basically, you have like this revolving credit card on your house that you can use whenever you want. And it's just a really cool feature. And even if you're self employed, you don't have tax returns, you can get it with bank statements. So there's a lot of ways to work through it to make it happen, to get it done if you want to invest and buy other properties. That's obviously if you currently own a property. So it just depends on your situation and where you're at. Like if you're trying to buy a house, we have programs up to $50,000 for down payment assistance and closing costs that you can take to purchase your home and no money down. We're doing a loan today here in the Woodlands for a family buying a $350,000 house with no money down. And the other lender they were talking to told them they needed $18,000 down. And we have something called the GOAT, like the GOAT Tom Brady. It's the GOAT for mortgage, and you can get 100% financing. And you don't have to be a first-time buyer. You can do it for single family, two family. You can do it if you're a manufactured home, a single wide or a double wide, even a condo or a townhouse, and get up to $50,000 for down payment assistance and closing costs. So it's a really, really strong product, and you just have to have a 620 or higher credit score. There's no income limitation, there's no location restrictions, and you don't have to be a first time buyer. So it's a really, really strong program that we really like. And that's something that you could use, Crystal. Okay. Now, if you are a first time buyer, you can also get the first time buyer tax credit. And that can also lower your payment by about another $166 a month. $2,000 a year savings for first time buyer tax credit. A really, really strong program that I highly recommend if you're a first time buyer that you can take advantage of. Now, the only thing on the first time buyer tax credit, you have to be making below $90,000 a year for the first time buyer tax credit. As long as you're making below that, then you'd be okay. So, um, what else did I want to tell you guys? That we also another program that you guys might like a lot. That's really really strong. Is we have our jumbo loan program. No documentation. If you're self-employed, you're having a hard time, getting approved for a loan, and you're self-employed. We help so many people. We helped a guy that owns a barber shop here in Dallas. He got denied by his bank because of all of his write-offs and deductions on his taxes, and he wanted to buy like a $1.5 million house. And we got him approved, no documentation, 30-year fixed, 7.5% rate with only 10% down. Got all of his closing costs included, 2 months free, no house payments. We qualified him on the barber shop that he owns, the deposits going into the bank account, just the cash flow of the business. Use the business bank statements to qualify him for the loan, and that's how he was able to get approved for it. So, really, really strong product if you're self-employed. Even or maybe you don't get bank statements, you just have a 1099, or you get paid cash. We have no documentation loans. So that's a really, really good program. The thing is that what's so cool and unique about us is that we have products for all these different type of situations. Whether you're, first time buyer, you got bad credit, you're super rich, you don't have any money, whatever your situation is. Now, the only time that like we also offer asset based loans. If you don't have employment, you don't have credit, you just have a property. So there's products for almost every type of situation, depending on where you're at. Okay. So the only time that you probably really run into an issue if it's a very small, we don't do loans below 50,000. And then there are some loans where you do have to have obviously all the loans have different requirements, but a lot of programs you have to have the ability to repay. And so like if it's a primary residence, you definitely have to have the ability to repay some way. Like if the payment's $1,000 a month, well, how are you going to make that payment? Is it cash flow? Do you have a job? Do you have a cosigner? What is it? You need to know. So that makes a big difference. Yeah, this I would say, guys, if you ever get a chance, I'm going to show you the bottle one more time. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on one of these, this is definitely it's barrel proof, unfiltered, 131 proof. So anybody, you can't. It's hard to find it really. I don't. You're not going to find it like in a normal liquor store. Like I've usually usually in a hole in the wall, or you can buy it online, but online it's really marked up. But really good flavor, definitely in the top 10 for best bourbons, in my opinion. I mean, obviously there's stuff out there that's way more expensive. I've heard that. I've always wanted to try King of Kentucky. I haven't been able to find that, but I've heard that's the best. I've had LaRue. That's been my favorite so far. But anyway, yeah. So my thinking is, if you're looking to invest this year, you want to lock in, buy a rental property, buy a primary residence. This is the opportunity. You can use the tax credit. You can use first time buyers. You can use down payment assistance. You can even get closing cost assistance up to $25,000. So don't think that there's not products out there. There's not opportunities. There's not things that can be done, because there are. It's just a matter of putting the deal together and then figuring out how to do it. And so, like, we go down to a 500 credit score on our FHA and VA and USDA programs. A lot of people, they don't believe it because their lender tells them they need a 580 or 620 credit score. It's actually not the case. The FHA and the VA have no credit score requirements. We have those programs, and you can get down payment assistance, closing cost assistance, and maybe your credit's not ready, you need a credit boost. We also offer credit boosting. We do it's a light credit boost, it's not a full credit boost. So if you have, you just need like a few points, we can help you to pop your score up a few points. Now, if you got really messed up credit, we'll refer you to our credit repair team, and they can assist you. They normally charge $100 a month or whatever they charge. We're not involved with that, but they do a great job. We've been working with them for 7 years. Fortress credit, and they'll quote you on the exact price and what their fees are. But they do a really, really good job, and they can help you discuss, how to get your credit up or whatever needs to happen. So, yeah, if you need help with credit. So, but we have construction loans if you want to build a house. We do no documentation builder construction loans. So we have a lot of things that we offer. That's just on the lending side of the business. The other side of the business, we have our real estate university. If you want to get a career in real estate, you want to become a lender, you want to become a broker, you've seen our real estate university online.com that we have. We've trained thousands of people on that platform to become a top producer, a closer, either come work with us or go work somewhere else, but a chance to really scale and grow your business. A lot of people, they don't know how to get into real estate because it's a complicated business. They don't have the right trainer, the right mentor, the right guide to help them to get into the business because it's very, very hard to be successful. The average income of someone that's in real estate and finance is only $53,000 a year, but the top 1% make seven figures. But they've crafted the way, they become the way of the Jedi. They figured it out. They went through the ranks, they studied it, and that's what real estate university is. And if it's something that you want to get into and learn more about, we have our platform that you can check out that we built. We're always looking to hire great people. We lend nationwide. We have employees all over the country. So whether you're in California, you're in Florida, Texas, Chicago, we're always looking for great people. You can also send us your resume to loans@officialangelochristian.com. And don't forget too for our reviews. If we work with you, you're one of our business partners, customers, vendors. If you leave us a 5-star happy review, hopefully it's a happy review on Google. We'll hook you up with a free Amazon gift card. Just go to Angelo Christian Mortgage on Google. If you're somebody that we've done business with, you're happy with our services, don't forget to leave us a happy review and then send us an email to loans@officialangelochristian.com that you posted that review, and then we'll send you a free Amazon gift card. Hi, Joe. You have an 831 credit score and you're applying for a commercial loan. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, like we do soft credit checks, so it won't affect your score. But if the lender is doing a hard credit check, it will affect your score. I personally don't think a lender does need to do a hard credit check in the beginning to get started. I think that they can get started with a soft check. Our soft check is the same score as your hard check and doesn't affect your credit score because it doesn't show as a hard inquiry. So my thinking is, I would tell the lender, whoever you're talking to, let me provide a copy of my report. Or if they're doing a soft check, then that's fine. It won't affect your credit score. But if they're doing a hard inquiry, it will affect your credit score. It'll probably go down by about 5 points. And that's just the nature of it, man. Now, I will say that I don't think it's necessary in the beginning if you're in the preliminary stages. I would say now in the deep end of the part where you're about to close, you're in underwriting, all that stuff, then they have to do a hard credit check legally. So that part makes sense. But if you're just in the negotiations, getting the term sheet or the LOI, then it doesn't really make sense to do a hard credit check, in my opinion. We don't think that there's any advantage or reasoning if you're in the pre-qualification process to do a hard credit check. If that makes any sense to you. So, but and that's the thing though. Some mortgage companies are so different on how they operate. So another pour of that though. 131 proof, so you can't go too crazy on it. I just like to sip on it a little bit. I don't know if that answers your question or if you would do anything differently. So I don't know, Crystal, if you had a question, you can repost that there and I'll make sure that I answer it. Yeah, we stopped doing hard credit checks at the beginning, like 5 years ago. We just didn't see the advantage of it. Now, when we go to closing, we'll do a hard credit check. The thing is now that technology is so advanced that the soft credit score is the same as the hard score. So there's no reason. So now some banks and mortgage companies have way different requirements. I'm speaking on behalf of my company. Other companies do it differently, and that's how they want to do it. So it is what it is. But yeah, and then so we're all also, just so you know, guys, we're open 7 days a week. You can call or text our office 832-431-6331. Uh, Joe, we have how much can we have no lending limit. We have no lending limit. Our minimum for commercial is 500,000. Our minimum for residential is 50,000. So we have actually have no um, we have no lending limit. Yeah, we could do the biggest loan. Oh, thanks, Crystal. Yeah, call or text us 832-431-6331. The biggest loan that we've ever done was 293 million. Now, it depends on what it is. So like when loans get very large like that, just so you know, it's usually not one lender that's doing the loan. It's something called the syndication, where they'll spread it off with multiple, depending on the size of the loan or what it is, they'll spread out tranches of the loan with multiple lenders. But 40 million should be fine. Obviously, it's going to be subject to many different things. Those loans are processed and underwritten a lot differently than a $500,000 loan. As far as experience, debt service, liquidity, feasibility, there's a lot of things that they look at when they underwrite those type of loans. But very good question. We even do land loans too. We just started doing land loans again, up to 100 acres. So for primary, not commercial raw land, we do commercial development loans, but residential we do raw land up to 100 acres with 35% down. And we can do that with no documentation or full documentation. The minimum loan on that's 100,000 though for raw land. That's a really, really cool product too. So we've been lending for over 20 years. We've helped, almost 300,000 people. Um, yeah, we do land loans. Oh, hey, Mr. Bigglesworth, thank you for checking us out and tuning in. Hopefully that you're doing well. So yeah, we do land loans. We do construction loans. We do multifamily. If any of you guys are multifamily investors, we even have multifamily FHA 0 down, and you do not have to be a first-time buyer for that. Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys want to reach out to us, you can call or text our office to go online to enroll. You can go to our website to complete the enrollment there. It takes about 5 minutes to do the enrollment. There's no cost. Like I said, there's no hard credit check. There's no contract, so it doesn't affect your points. You don't have to put any money down. There's no commitment. There's no obligation. You just go online, complete the enrollment, and then our sales team will reach out to you. And then what will happen is once our sales team reach out to you, they'll go over what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, and help to structure the loan for you to help you to put it together. And then from there, you'll submit your paperwork, whatever is needed, the loan package to build your file, and then you'll have a meeting with the loan team to go over the interest rates, the payments, and the out-of-pocket expenses, the process, the expectations, and then from there you'll get a letter of credit or pre-approval, and then you can take that either with our brokerage firm or your own. If you're trying to purchase to start shopping for property, or if you already own a property, you're already under contract, then we'll move forward to the process in the loan to get it closed. So that's the overall process to get it done with Angelo Christian. So, and like I said, we're open 7 days a week. The only state that we don't lend in for primary residence is New York. We do commercial and investment properties in New York. We lend everywhere else nationwide. Just don't do primary residence in the state of New York. So we do some international stuff too. Um, not we're not the best. We lend in New Jersey, yes sir. We're not the best international. We do have some products international. That's not really our forte. I don't want to really push that because we're not 100% proficient right now. We're still, when you get into international laws, they're a lot different than the United States, and it's not something that we've invested the resources in. So, yeah, I mean, let us know what we can do to help you. You can check us out on, like I said, on Google, Angelo Christian Mortgage on Instagram. Joe, can we talk about closing times? Yeah, I mean, it depends on the type of loan that we're talking about. If you're asking about a $40 million loan, I would say I mean, it sounds like you're wanting to do some either, I guess, a permanent loan or construction. It's probably not a bridge loan. And I mean, that's going to take, depends on what it is, but I'm going to say maybe 60 days or more, depending on what the complexity of the loan. Yeah, arranging a $40 million loan, it's going to take some time, most likely, because you got to get appraisal. Um, there's also going to be a site inspection, most likely. We have to come out to the property to meet with you. And there's probably going to be several Zoom meetings and community meetings. Those are going to be more interpersonal type mortgage, financing transactions versus just a home loan for 500,000. You get into large commercial loans, there's a committee, there's a board, and there's going to be several meetings. Meet in person, we meet at the site, we meet at near the property, and go over what you're trying to do. So I would say at least 60 days, maybe more. I mean, I don't see it closing in 30 days. Home loan you can close in 30 days. A hard money loan you can close in a few weeks, but um, commercial 40 million, yeah, it's going to take some time. Depending on, and it's also depending on what it is. If it's construction, it's going to take longer than 2 months. So, um, yeah, let us know what we can do to help. Don't forget to subscribe, like that bell, share this with anyone you know that's going to get value from the show on the channel, enable notifications, help you. We work extremely hard. We're not perfect, but we do care. We do give a damn, and that's the main thing about our company is that we try, we put in the effort, we fight for you to help you to get it done. Where other companies don't. We want to push to fight the hustle, grind it out to figure out how to help you. If we can I help you, then have a funding, call or text my office 832-431-6331. Appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. Please, enable notifications, share. We work really hard. We've been doing our channel for going on 7 years now, and we need more subscribers. We need more support. We don't do any paid advertising. We don't do any pay per click, any commercials on our channel. I don't like that stuff. I like to have rich organic content, and so any value you can get from sharing the information, spreading it, reach out to us. We're here for you to help you guys with funding. We're a lender. That's what we do. So we don't make money other way except for funding loans. So appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the show on the channel. Call or text my office if I can help you. 832-431-6331. It's Where America Goes for Funding, guys, with Angelo Christian. We'll be back again next week. It won't be Thursday. It'll be Saturday. We'll do the show. Thanks, Crystal. Don't forget to give us a call. We're here to help you out. We'll be back next Saturday. You can call or text our office, 832-431-6331. Go online to the website. Don't forget about Real Estate University if you want to learn more, or if you want to go leave us a happy review for one of the happy customers. Get your Amazon gift card. Go to us on Angelo Christian Mortgage. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I hope you got great value out of this. We'll be back again next week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. Take care of your families. We love you guys. We'll see y'all next week. Bye bye.